Top of the eighth, new pitcher for the Mariners. It is Matt Brash. In 7.1 innings, he's got an ERA at 0. 12% walk rate, 25% strikeout rate. And he pumps in a curveball for strike one, top of the zone. Pinch hitter for Royce, it's Brooks.
Scoreless on Friday.
This has been a very much a pitcher's duel in this game.
He's still feeling his way back.
As it was between Chris Paddock and Luis Castillo. Nobody had scored up until the bottom of the seventh, where Cal Raleigh hooked one down toward.
And this one line left side into left center field, a base hit.
As Brooks hits a leadoff single right past the diving JP. And there it is. First hit, first at bat of the game, first hit of the game for Brooks Lee.
Come off the bench and having a bat like that, I believe that's a changeup right there. Staying on it, barreling it up, right past the diving JP.
But nobody had scored up until the bottom of the seventh, until Cal Raleigh hooked one just fair by the right field foul pole as Larnick sends Julio back, but he makes the catch. Brooks goes back to first safely. One down. Once again, can I finish what I was saying about Cal Raleigh, please? Cal Raleigh hit a ball that was in the dirt from Paddock, and he hooked it down toward the right field foul pole, just fair, and it was gone for his league-leading 23rd homer of 2025, and that was the first and only run of the game. As here's Ryan Jeffers at the plate, and he takes the first pitch for strike one. Jeffers does not have a hit today. He's catching for the Twins. 0-1 offering is nearly in his body.
Twins bullpen. Griffin Jacks.
And we got movement in Minnesota's bullpen. Griffin is up and throwing. As that's a curveball that tried to get Jeffers to chase, but he didn't bite. 2 balls, 1 strike on Jeffers.
I understand why before the game certain guys have gone back-to-back. Griffin Jacks did not throw on Friday through yesterday, so he is good to go if needed today.
The 2-1. Foul ball.
And Jeffers.
The count is tied at 2.
Move towards the outside corner, 2-2. Take a look at the bullpen. Work here the last couple of days. Duran, Stewart, Sands, back-to-back.
Two. He struck him out. A curveball in the other batter's box. That gets Jeffers to chase, and there's 2 gone in the 8th.
Yeah, this is a guy, if you haven't seen him on the hill before, you've not been in the box against him, you just don't anticipate that ball running so much. I mean, you have to tunnel that thing.
Now the 3-hitter, Matt Wallner, who is the designated hitter today for the Twins. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Brooks at first. He probably will run sometime in this at-bat, you'd think.
When you're up in the box, but that is what you have to do. You got to tunnel this guy. Be ready for the fastball, but you know you're going to get that breaking ball.
But Matt Wallner has the capability of giving the Twins the lead with 1 swing of the bat.
So Raleigh went out. Chat with Brash and
but
Wallner.
Maybe not today. This is his first game off the IL.
Single and he's flied out.
But he has had a good game today. 1 for 2, walked and hit a single. Maybe a go-ahead 2-run homer on the cards for Matt Wallner. First pitch, inside, ball 1.
I think he might have been telling him, hey, like, don't let Wallner beat you. You're better against right-handed hitters. I understand it's Carlos Correa on deck, but...
Well, Bill Miller just went out, left his spot behind the plate, and told Brash something.
He's not shy to tell you what he thinks, tell you that much.
Wallner pops it up. Cal Raleigh's going for it, but it's in the seats. So the count now tied at 1 after the foul ball.
You know, there's just so much movement with Brash. It's in a bat where you just have to really bear down. You're trying to see that ball right out of his hand.
1-1 offering. Inside, nearly hit him. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Walner. This Brash is now having trouble hitting the zone.
Walner had 2 balls. And
2-1. And that hit him. Matt Walner got hit on the leg. And he'll take first base.
He'll take base for the 3rd time today, and that will set up.
And now this is big. Carlos Correa, who hit a go-ahead home run in the 10th inning.
A great road trip.
Yes, he has. I mean, everything.
Earlier on in this series,
a million miles an hour. He
I
looks very
believe
confident at the plate.
on
He's seen the
Friday
ball,
night.
Clutch hits. As you mentioned, he's played some great defense as well. This is the guy the Twins want up right now.
Yeah, Friday night. Let's see what he can do here on Sunday afternoon with 2 on and 2 out. And his Twins down by a run.
So 2 on, 2 out, down 1 in the 8th.
First pitch. In there for strike 1.
That might be the only fastball he sees this at bat.
That one misses high and outside. Raleigh almost threw down to second. He had a chance of maybe picking off Brooks, but he pulled it back.
Spot comes up, and that breaking ball comes into play.
And it's 1-1. Everyone's safe.
Yeah, you just have to envision it on the inside part of the plate to start. That's the one you can hit.
1-1 offering is outside for ball 2.
By Raleigh, 2-1. Now, before Friday, Andres Munoz, he did not allow an earned run all year. That changed on Friday. Brash has yet to allow an earned run entering this outing today. And Correa changed that. Ball 3.
That one is in the other batter's box. Matt Brash nearly fell.
Raleigh asking, are you okay?
We saw that a couple times. Saw Castillo do it as well. See that?
Hey, he
usually
slipped.
I would say you caught his cleat, but you can see that left foot slide out from in front of him.
3-1. A walk would load the bases.
And the pitcher's down. Here comes a fastball. Let's go get it. Come on.
Here's a 3-1 offering.
3-1.
And it catches the corner.
Oh no, he went with the slide.
Count is full. Good pitch there by Brash.
Now Castro.
And if Correa walks, the bases will be loaded for Willie.
Lee, he'll be off here.
He had a 2-homer game on Friday. Here's the full count. Oh no, Brash steps off. Brash steps off.
Yeah, he can go either one right here.
Brooks second, Wallner first. Correa trying to drive him in. 3-2, full delivery pitch. Correa fouls it off first base side.
Carlos doing a really, really good job bearing down this at bat. I think that 3-1 slider caught him a little bit by surprise. You know, it wasn't down the middle by any means either. That was on the corner.
The 3-2 again. Got him! Correa strikes out and throws his bat in frustration.
Correa strikes out, showing some frustration.
Matt Brash gets out of the jam. Mariners hold, and they'll head to the bottom of the 8th, leading 1-0. We'll be right back from T-Mobile Park in the great Pacific Northwest. Bottom of the 8th. Chris Paddock stays out there to pitch his 8th inning, or at least to start the 8th inning. He's got the rookie Cole Young in his second ever MLB game as he hits a foul ball into the seats, third base side.
Going to start this season 7 1/3 innings. That's the night that he flirted with perfection. At home against the Giants. That was a Friday night game against San Francisco back on May 9th. Young is 0 for 2.
1-1 to Young is a swing and a miss on an inside fastball from Paddock.
Still there. The pitch count is fine. I'm happy to see him back out here for
and this is the
8th.
second time, because I haven't been doing baseball recordings for that long. This is the second time. Here's the 1-2, and Cole Young strikes out.
Second time today, there's 94 perfectly
For the first out of the bottom of the 8th.
For out number 1 and strikeout number 9 for Paddock.
That's just been the
9 Ks for Chris Paddock.
For him today is just his location.
But this is the second time I've ever done this, because this is my first season of doing baseball recordings.
One little hiccup, if you could even call it that, to Cal.
As Ben Williamson at the plate against Chris Paddock, and he watches strike one go by him. But this is the second time I've seen a starter go 8 innings, because I only record if it's a 1-run game or a tie game heading into the 8th. And that's what we have today. And for the second time, a starter has came in to stay in until the 8th inning, or pitched until the 8th inning. The first time was Kevin Gosbin against the Rangers. So, Chris Paddock joins a very exclusive club. And right now he's up 1-2 on the count against the rookie Williamson. Here's the payoff pitch, and it's outside. The count is tied at 2.
He wants the call right there, but again, just off of the plate, a good pitch when you're ahead. As a hitter, it's just so frustrating. You feel like, hey man, like, give me something to hit.
Here comes pitch number 1.
2-2, pitch 100 is fouled off.
Still 2-2 on
Williamson.
Most pitches for Paddock in a start this season, 100. Through 99, that was against the White Sox. That was in 5 innings. On April
and the
24th.
2-2. Williamson fouled that ball off of Jeffers' knee to stay alive.
I think if gets Williamson out,
and Griffin sat down. Justin Topa
I feel like he
is now up.
Earned the right to go until he has a base run.
Chris Paddock misses down and then and outside. The count is full.
Most pitches ever thrown in a major league start, 102, July 27, 2021 against the A's. So 3-2 on Williamson.
Full count delivery from Paddock. He struck him out.
Went off speed. Paddock has struck out 10 here today.
2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Back-to-back strikeouts from Paddock as he pulled the string on Williamson.
He shook to that, or if there was a couple fake shakes right there.
And now the leadoff hitter, J.P. Crawford.
Like, what are you shaking to, big fella? Then he gets the change that the floor just drops out of it. Awesome pitch right there for Paddock.
So 2 down now. Crawford.
First pitch to JP is ripped into right field, base hit. That's going to go all the way to the corner.
Crawford on his way to second base.
JP digs to second. He'll stop there. It's a 2-out double for JP Crawford. And this could be the day for Paddock. Rocco Baldelli discussing something.
First pitch. Now this one's over the heart of the plate. He's avoided that for most of the game. Crawford sneaks that one down the line. And he was getting a 2 there no matter what. And here comes Mackey out to talk to Paddock.
So Paddock, after giving up the double to Crawford, he's going to get one more guy. He's going to get
Chris Paddock is going to stay in there.
Polanco here, trying to
Here
finish
comes
off
Minnesota's
the
pitching coach. We got a mound visit from the Twins. And it's the former Twin, Jorge Polanco, who's 0 for 3, and he's the designated hitter for the Mariners today.
It's a 1-run lead.
The closer, Andres Munoz, warming up in the Mariners' pen.
Friday. Closer for the Mariners, did not throw yesterday. He is warming up. Twins have Castro, Clemens, and France scheduled to face Munoz in the 9th inning. That's a giant insurance run for Seattle at second base right now in Crawford.
It sure is. I would love to see Paddock get through this inning right now.
These Mariners fans have seen a lot of 1-0 games.
Continue to do what you've been doing.
Polanco 0 for
in
3
recent memory.
today. Ball 1 high.
First pitch to Polanco is high for ball 1.
Still there, 95 from Paddock.
And I think
Polanco was.
they would not want to see a 1-0 win today.
Average power cooled off in May.
I think they want that insurance run. Here's the 1-0 to Polanco. And that's in there for strike 1. Painted. Really nice pitch from Paddock.
The ability to flip pitches for strikes to get back in the count. Still there.
Look over at second. 1-1 offering. And that breaking ball drops in the dirt for the second ball of this at-bat.
This is a big pitch.
2-1 now.
2-1, get him the 2-2. The count's obviously in the pitcher's favor. Ball here, 3-1. Then you got to be really careful on that pitch to Polanco. This is a big one for Paddock.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't connect in the high heat. 2 balls, 2 strikes down Polanco with 2 outs at the bottom of the 8th, and JP at 2.
And if you're Polanco, you're like, man, I can go to his changeup. I've seen him flip that curveball up, fastball at the top of the zone. It's a guessing game for him.
Wants to throw a career-high pitch number 109. 2-2.
Here's the payoff pitch from Paddock.
In the 8th.
Up high, count full.
There was a little bit of indecisiveness on that pitch. I think he saw it right there. He was looking back towards second base. Almost kind of short arm that one.
This
will be the 110th pitch of the outing for Chris Paddock. Can he strike out Polanco? Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball past Paddock. Here comes Correa, and he got him.
8 strong here today. Did his job and then some.
And now can the Twins come back?
The Sheriff went 8, but still the Twins are down 1. 9th in a moment.
We'll see if they can tag Andres Munoz again. We'll be right back from Seattle. Andres Munoz is in for the top of the 9th, trying to get another save. He's got 17 saves on 20 opportunities, the most in the American League.
Really good.
First pitch to Willie is outside, ball 1.
This is outside for ball 1. You saw the 17 saves. That leads the American League. Only Robert Suarez with the Padres has saved.
Munoz has been really unhittable this year, but the Twins tagged him on Friday for 3 runs.
The way this game
in
goes.
that
Right
9-run
Twins,
comeback.
Castro, Clemens, France, they've been 3 of the more clutch hitters for the Twins this year.
On Friday night.
Let's see if they got some magic in them.
Castro already ahead in the count 2-0. Here's the 2-0 offering from Munoz, and that's right down the pipe for strike 1 at 98.
Willie 5 for 10 in the series. 0 for 3 today.
2-1. At the top of the zone for strike 2.
Yeah, that 2-1 count, that's the big one when you're at bat. Munoz been a really, really nice pitch to get the count back in his favor. Smells Willie on the ropes. Going to a little bit more of a defensive mode when it gets the 2-2.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside. And the count is full.
Castro trying to find his way.
Cody Clemens on deck.
Clemens on deck.
Full count delivery from Munoz.
And the 3-2 pitch.
He struck him out.
In the zone. 1 out.
Willie got the bat going too late.
Just a great
1 down in the 9th.
3-2. Off speed. The great arm action on it. I'm thinking it's a fastball of the hand. There's a wrinkle.
He hides it for a long time. Munoz does before that ball leaves.
Here's Cody Clemens.
Now Cody, 0 for 2 on the walk.
First pitch. Strike 1.
You know, those are the guys that are toughest to hit. It's not the guy that has the craziest stuff out of the hand. It's what is that hand doing? Arm speed is such a big factor in whether or not you see a guy well.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on Clemens quickly.
Shut out in the rubber game.
The bottom fell on that pitch from Munoz. Really nice.
5-0. Rubber game today, and no runs for the Twins offense. 0-2 on Clemens. Yet.
Here's the punch-out pitch from Munoz. Outside. Ball 1.
Seattle has been really good in rubber games. 7-2.
Looked like the same pitch that
entering this one today.
Force a full count on Willie. Outside again. The count's tied at 2.
Twins are making the throw pitches here.
Ty France.
Ty France on deck. Known clutch hitter. Former Mariner. 2-2 to Clemens. Inside and down. The count is full again.
On the first 2 hitters for Munoz, he struck out Castro.
The slider to Castro, 3-2. Let's see what he's got here for Clemens.
Full count delivery.
Payoff pitch, and that's
Ground ball. Foul down the first base line.
Went with the heater there, down the bottom of the zone. Good job by Clemens fouling it off. Just got to think about middle of the field right here. See it as best you can. Recognize the strike. Go attack it.
Here's another full count pitch.
3-2, and
It's ball 4. Cody Clemens draws a walk. Woo! Right on the borderline. Inside corner. And Clemens gets the call.
As Byron Buxton in play here in the 9th inning, down 1 for now. Clemens stays out there, and it looked like it did clip K-Zone, but Clemens will take that.
The first pitch was off of K-Zone, and he got that called for a strike, so
Cody Clemens
both sides at the plate
is at first. He's the tying run. 1 out in the 9th, but this is also a good thing for the Mariners. The inning-ending double play ball is in effect here for the M's.
Remember, Walner, he came back yesterday. The Twins
here on this first day of June.
Jr. for Walner, so they did lose not just an outfielder but speed from their bench. France is
1-0, or sorry, first pitch, strike 1 to France.
I'm not so sure Buck's coming into the game no matter what. I'm thinking maybe is it different if he gets on second base. I'm not
Mariners
so sure
leading 1-0. 0-1 to France. Swing and a miss. Chase the curveball downstairs for strike 2.
And for Ty France, you just don't want the moments to get a little too big. Right now, the swing, the hit, gone. Got to bear down here with 2 strikes. That 3 holes.
And here we go. Punch out pitch opportunity from Munoz. 0-2 offering. And it misses outside for ball 1.
Munoz, big strikeout numbers, also high ground ball rate.
If the Mariners turn 2, they win the game.
So space on the right side. France has
a strikeout also helps their cause.
This year.
The 1-2. Ground ball into left field. Base hit.
So the Twins
Cody Clemens on second. Ty France on first with 1 out in the 9th. Here comes Minnesota again on Munoz. They have him figured out.
Backed up on Munoz right here. He wants it down in the way. Kind of floats up there.
He turned on it. It was inside.
Does that hip and open it up there? He actually creates some space for himself and finds not a shooter, but that's a little rollover base hit. They work the same.
And now it's Harrison Bader.
Well, you wondered if Clemens would get to second base. Then does Buxton come into play? The answer is no. Clemens still out there.
Yeah, it's looking like a full.
Harrison Bader, 0 for 3. Ground out in the 7th.
So Harrison Bader, 3-17, runners in scoring position.
Can he tie this game?
Run. And Cody Clemens. A 1-run game.
First pitch from Munoz to Bader is up high. Ball 1. That one registered on the clock at 101 miles per hour.
Bader 0 for 3, 1 for 6 in the series.
Look over at second. Now Munoz fires, and that's right down the pipe for strike 1.
Yesterday, we've been dealing with a sore finger, really going back to the last day of the homestand. Did not start a single game against Tampa Bay.
1-1. And that one gets away from Cal Raleigh. Everyone stays put.
How they call that. Ben May ringing up Bader. So it did look like he swung.
And Harrison Bader swung.
Confirmed that at first base.
So that's strike 2. That hit him?
Yeah, he definitely went around here.
Yeah, he went around and it went off the glove of Raleigh and kicked away.
You might be wondering how come Clemens didn't get to third base. That's a tough read from second base. See exactly how far that ball bounces away from Cal Raleigh.
Payoff pitch. Oh, it gets away from Cal Raleigh. Runners are going to move up. And now a sac fly can tie this game. Double play is gone. First base is now open.
Now is going to pop off the bench. You see the wild pitch.
Yeah, Munoz isn't really feeling
oh boy.
We've seen one back up him. We've seen him pull that.
Oh boy.
So Bride, he is
two runners in scoring position. Jonah Bride's now in for Ty France.
2-2 on Bader.
Here's the 2-2. Popped up. Julio. He has the catch. Here comes Clemens digging. The throw home's offline. The Twins have tied it. Munoz covers as it got by Raleigh, so Bride could not advance to home. But he goes to third. But the Twins have tied it thanks to Harrison Bader's sac fly.
What an excellent job by the Twins hitters to just get on base, put pressure on Munoz.
They've done it again. They've tagged Munoz, and they've tied it in the ninth.
They needed to do. They have done this inning. A great job by Bader, recouping that at bat after that ball inside in the check swing. Julio kind of double clutched right here. That ball was never going to get there in time anyway.
Amazing. Third straight day the Twins have tied the game in the ninth inning. It was Larnach Friday, Larnach Saturday, Bader here on Sunday, and look at the Twins bench. Energy apparent. And now the go-ahead run is 90.
Here's the 9-hitter.
And here's
the third baseman. It's Brooks.
Right now, perhaps even a win for Chris Paddock is on the line.
Jonah Bride
runs. I didn't know it was going to take him to the ninth
at third. The go-ahead run with 2 outs in the ninth.
I'll call him slow.
First pitch to Brooks. Outside, ball 1.
Saw those numbers, 2 outs, runners in scoring position. The former first-round pick out of Cal Poly, the lead batting over 400. Jonah Bride, go-ahead run at third.
1-1. It's a swing and a miss.
And there's a good one for Munoz.
For strike 1.
Great arm action. That thing looks like a strike the entire way until about the last 3 feet.
That one nearly gets away from Cal Raleigh.
Swallowed up by Raleigh.
2 balls, 1 strike, and that saves
in the bottom half of the ninth inning.
The go-ahead run from scoring.
That thing was going to the backstop. He's just gloving
what a block by Cal.
The body down. It's pretty dangerous with the runner on third base right now. The go-ahead run.
2-1.
2-1.
Ground ball. Fouled off.
Before today,
that's 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brooks.
In 24 2/3 innings, had unleashed only 1 wild pitch all year.
Oh boy, if you're Munoz,
his second came at an opportune time for the Twins.
You gotta be thinking, I gotta get him.
Griffin checks. He's coming
Griffin is back up and throwing for the Twins in their bullpen. Here's the 2-2, and he got him looking.
Brooks lead. And the inning
fastball painted at the corner to strike out Brooks looking. But the Twins tie it thanks to Harrison Bader's sac fly. Now, can the Mariners walk it off at the bottom of the ninth? We'll see what will happen in Seattle. Be right back. New pitcher for the first time today for the Twins. It's Griffin Jacks. In 25.2 innings, he's got a 4.21 ERA. He's got 5 pitches in his arsenal. Sweeper, changeup, fastball, sinker, and a cutter. And he immediately pumps in a strike to Julio to start things off.
Well, to me, this is the biggest at-bat of the inning. You want Cal Raleigh to come up to the plate with nobody on.
And that one drops below the zone to tie the count up at 1.
After running for France, stays in the game defensively at first.
Julio's 0 for 2. He walked earlier on in this game. Here's the 1-1, and that's taken in the zone for strike 2.
There's Raleigh.
Raleigh's got some big-time numbers against Griffin Jacks.
1-2 pitch. Outside in the dirt.
Right now, the way
Count tied up at 2.
big-time numbers against everybody.
I think they were trying to get Julio the chase because Jeffers was set up outside.
Right now, Jack's focusing in on Rodriguez. He struck
Here's Julio. He hits a slow ground ball up the middle. And it's off the glove of Cody Clemens. He couldn't make the play. Julio's on first with no one out in the ninth.
It's a really tough play for a second baseman to go on that side of the base. You have to deal with the base that's in front of you as well.
Would have been a tough play too for Cody Clemens. He would have had to backhand it toward Jonah Bride. But no, it bounces off the glove, and Julio's now on first, and he can steal second. But now here's the man who homered earlier on. It's Cal Raleigh, and he was trying to go for it too. Swings and misses at the high heat. 0 for 1. Cal is perfect against Griffin. 2 for 2 with a double and 3 walks.
The lone run for Seattle. Off the bat of Raleigh, off Paddock in the 7th inning, a home run. His major league leading 23rd.
Here's the 0-1 to Raleigh. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Nice pitch from Griffin there.
This was the home run.
Yeah, we mentioned this when he went down.
To buckle the knees.
Curveball, bottom of the zone. Doesn't matter what you're throwing the guy right now. He's on it, but Jack's ahead of him 0-2 with 2 good breaking balls.
So Jack's has some options here against Raleigh.
Payoff pitch to Raleigh. And that one drops for ball 1.
Now, I see that take on the breaking pitch, and I said, okay, he's in tune with that. So now, where do you go? Can you get him at the top of the zone here with the heater?
1-2, and that one drops below the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Raleigh.
And those are the 2 popular pitches for Griffin Jacks against lefties. He's 37% sweeper, 34% changeup.
If he can throw that one again right here.
2-2. Raleigh
back to the sweeper.
Fouls it off.
I like doubling up on the changeup.
And stays alive.
I feel like hitters don't expect that. So if you can execute it in the second pitch, it's almost a surprise pitch to these hitters. I feel like that's what you got to do with Cal right now is almost trying to trick him.
Rodriguez, the winning run at first base, nobody out. He stays.
2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cal Raleigh.
1 away.
Swings and misses as Griffin just pitched him in the entire time, and Raleigh cuts and misses, and he strikes out for the first out of the bottom of the ninth. And now here's Randy to the plate.
And now Rosarena, he's 0 for 3.
First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1.
Rodriguez tried to run during the Raleigh at bat, thinking, hey, I don't want to distract this guy right now. But now with the Rosarena, is Rodriguez more inclined to move here?
I would have thought even during the Raleigh at bat, if you want to get to second base, go early. But I expect.
Here's the 1-0. Julio's going. Throw from Jeffers is in the center field. Julio's digging toward third. Bader's going to throw it. They're just going to throw it into Correa. Julio to third. Just like that with 1 out in the top of the bottom of the ninth. And a sac fly from Randy will win it.
I know it's tough to do this, but that was such a good job.
Wow.
No chance. Sometimes you got to just hang on.
Randy just stepped out of the box, too. Saw Julio take it off, and Jeffers threw it high over the leaping Cody Clemens, who really got up but still couldn't reach it. Ball goes in the center. Bader just throws it into Correa, who cuts it off, and Julio's in the third easily. Hitters count. 2-0 to Randy. He shoots one to right field. That's back in the corner, and foul.
Great job right there.
Oh, so close.
No matter what, you just let it drop. You catch it, the game's over. If it drops in, game over. The only thing you can do is let it go foul.
2-1 now on Randy.
Massive chance of Randy.
Hasn't got a hit today, but has a chance to win the game. Griffin trying to stop him, though. 2-1 offering. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit. Mariners win. Randy Arozarena walks it off with a single. Does the Cristiano Ronaldo sue? And the Mariners walk it off. Want to win for Seattle. Second walk-off of 2025 for Randy. First one was a walk-off walk against the Astros. This one's a walk-off single up the middle against the Twins. See y'all later. Harvey out. Peace. Randy Mania is back.